everyone, it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, and today we're gonna get into yet another palette mashup because I'm just filming palette mashups back to back today to get them out of the way because I want to start taking my palettes back home to where they live so I can look at them in the drawer at night and be happy instead of them being all the way over here where I don't live and I don't get to see them. Anyway, so today we're gonna use the Natasha Denona Triochrome palette alongside the Natasha Denona Tropic palette. So I swatched the colors on my hand that we're going to be using. So this one and this one are from the, what is it? The Natasha Denona Tropic palette. And then this one, along with the purplish pinkish shades, are the Triochromes and the matte from the Natasha Denona Triochrome palette. So we're going to start off with the Triochrome palette just because that's where the purple is. And the purple is what we're putting on the outer V. So let us get started with that. All of my brushes are already dry now, which I'm super happy about because I was concerned on how I was gonna get my eye looks done if my brushes were not dry. But thank goodness, since I wash in between, some brushes I don't have to worry about. When e.l.f. has their 50% off sale though, I plan on getting more brushes just because I really like those. Oh crap, I meant to use a different brush. Oh well, it's too late now, we're here. I'll just wipe it off on the makeup wipe that's next to me, and then going with the lighter purple shade because I don't want them to be cross-contaminated. Although I feel like it won't make that big of a difference, but you know, whatever. Go ahead and blend, blend, blend. And y'all, I'm still truly astonished that I am here in Chicago in November and there is no snow like anywhere to be found. I'm telling y'all, I searched high and low, still didn't find no snow, and I was excited. And no, I'm not making fun of LaShawn Mitchell, but who sings that song? And the real song is called Nobody Greater. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just keep blending this. And I see I didn't get some blue on lower lash line. That's perfectly down, but once we put the other shimmer on, you won't be able to see it, so it's fine. Plus these makeup removers dry out so damn quick, like the ones from who these people call Almay. Oh my god, they're terrible. Like, it hadn't even been out in the air for like 5 minutes and it's like completely dry. I'm like, what the actual hell? I'm like, I'm so glad I got them for like $2 or $3, because if I had to pay regular price for them, I'd be mad as hell. Because I'm telling you, I usually go through a pack like every 2 weeks just because I do so many eye looks for y'all, or so many palette mashups or whatever. And then I'll go in with you know, the makeup remover wipe to take it off my eyes, or I'll go with the makeup remover wipe to you know, wipe off the swatches on my hand like I just showed you now. And before the video is over, like, the makeup remover wipe is already dry, and I'm like, it shouldn't dry within the first 5-10 minutes. I don't feel like it's like, but it says they're ultra soft, like not like moist or whatever, so I just don't, I'm not really feeling them. But I always get them because they're like dirt cheap. I was thinking about just starting to get the e.l.f. ones because it's like, I've stopped using makeup remover wipes to wipe the makeup off my face. Now I just use them for to wipe off my eye makeup in videos, and then I use like a cleansing balm, and then I have like a micellar cleansing gel from Aveeno that I found for like $3, and then I have you know, my normal cleanser that I use to clean the makeup off my face. I mean, to get whatever makeup is left over in my skin. Like right now I'm using rice cleanser from Tatcha. I'm just taking the purple shade that y'all saw rubbed on my hand from the Tropic palette now, and this is my first time using it. I heard this was like the really crappy row, so I didn't dare even like touch it. But today's the day we're gonna try it, because when I swatched it on my hand it got darker, but like right now it's staying light, which either way is fine to me because it's like I like that light to dark gradient effect in my crease personally. So if it does go deeper, that's fine, but if it stays lighter, that's fine too, because it'll give me a nice wanna-be pastel-y situation, and pastels don't usually work on my skin tone. But as I can see, it's darkened up like I thought it was, like it did on the swatch on my hand, which is fine as well. At least this one will darken up, because when I use the chocolate brown in here, cocoa or whatever, it like disappeared on me, and so did like the sangria shade. So I'm hoping this doesn't disappear. It just needs to be darkening up, which I'm totally fine with. But yeah, like I was saying about my skincare, like right now I'm using the Tatcha rice cleanser. And then I have like, I bought the little $25 set during the sale for 20 bucks. So I get to try the cream. I had a couple 100-point perks ones, so just in case I did like it, I could use it some more. And then I got that one. So I have like 3 of those. I feel like they should last me through wintertime, because in Chicago, winters are rough, and it's like my skin gets drier obviously in the wintertime than it does in the summertime. Even though I have oily skin, I still tend to have like dry patches sometimes, and sometimes my under eye is really dry. So I figured I would try that out and see how I like it. I haven't been liking it so far right now, but then again, like, it's not cold like it usually is cold in Chicago during the winter, which I'm still like astonished by, because I'm like, what the hell is going on here in Chicago? I don't know. I'm kind of afraid because I'm like, snow should have been here by now. Where the hell is it? So I'm hoping that means it's gonna start snowing like in December, and then it won't stop snowing until like March or April. Because one year it was like snowing in April, and then like last year it snowed on Halloween. I'm like, what is going on here in Chicago? Like, y'all don't know. The weather in Chicago is bipolar as hell. I'm taking that navy blue shade from the Tropic palette now and just start rubbing it all over the lid. But yeah, so the weather in Chicago, y'all just don't understand. It's so bipolar and retarded. I just can't. I just can't with the foolishness. Like, it'll like snow in April, but like, it's not snowing now. Like, what? What? That's one reason I want to leave Chicago, but it's like, I don't know where I'd go. I was thinking about Texas, but I'm like, I don't want to live where Trump supporters live. And they was out here supporting Trump, like, for real. And I'm like, that shows me what you think about me. So I don't need to live in your state. Not to mention they have, like, the death penalty still in action. I'm like, I'm not feeling it. Not that I plan on murdering anyone, but still, like, you know, I just don't like the fact that they have it in existence. I feel like they have a lot of backwards things going over there. So I'm going to just stay my little ass over here till I find a better place to go. My mom really likes Texas, but I'm like, I don't. I'm like, we'll come visit you. And I don't know if I want to come visit, because I'm kind of like Sandra Bland, and I don't want to end up like Sandra Bland, which I still think is a horrible, horrible tragedy. Just because someone has an opinion and speaks their mind and you harass them just because of the color of the skin does not mean that she should have died the way she did. Like, that was just totally uncalled for and wrong. Just another reason I hate Texas. It's like I have lots of family in Texas, but it's like I just don't want to be there. Like, I don't mind going to visit them, but it's like I don't want to live there. I understand the cost of living is cheaper and all that. I'd rather live in Arizona, because that way it's close to California, and I can visit my brother and my nieces, but it's far enough to where I feel like the cost of living would be cheaper than it would be in California. So that's why I'm like, if I had to move anywhere, I would be trying to look at Arizona, not Texas, because it's close to where I want to be, but it's like close enough to where I don't have to actually live there and worry about the forest fires and all the other stuff that happens there, because stuff that just happens everywhere. I'd rather have the extreme heat than the extreme cold. Like, yeah, I do now. Windshield below freezing, and they still expect you to go to school and work like everything is normal. Like, I mean, here it would be normal, but it's like I just don't like the idea of having to do that. I'm just taking the purple, I dip back into some more, and I'm blending once more. And the funny thing is, I feel like it's matching up kind of with the outer V almost. It just looks like a lighter version of the outer V shade after we blended it in there. So let's go ahead and take this brush. And then we're going to take the dual chrome shade and put it on top of this one. But, you know, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. As y'all can see, I'm back on the blue purple kick once more, because what are we doing? I'm doing purple eye look. I know. I'm sorry. It's just a vibe here. I'm going with the vibe. So excuse me. I'm trying to decide if we should go in with the shade Sahara right here and just dust over what's going on right here. Do I want to do that? We'll come back after we put the other shimmer shade on the lid and see if we want to do that or not. But we're going to take the Triochrome shade in Kinetic, which I still feel like doesn't have any type of shift to it. It's like I somewhat see a shift on my hand, but it's like it's not enough to where I feel like, you know. So that's why I'm trying to put it on top of this one, because like maybe I'll see a better shift if I put it on top of another shade or something, because it's like on its own, I just don't. Girl, I don't see no shift. Like, did y'all see a shift when I did the video? Because I swear I didn't. I was like, where? But girl, where is it? $129. I need to see it for myself. Like, we doubting Thomas over here. For $129, I need to see it for myself. I'm so sorry. I need to see it. Like, who's going to tell her? Oh, wait, I just did. Never mind. Because it's like, I need, for the $129, Natasha, I need to see it. And I feel like this looks really similar to the first look I did with this palette. And then the second look I did with Mel's palette, because she had a purple that was similar to this. I was like, this video probably ain't gonna go up no time soon, because the ones with Mel I want to go up first. And then, I don't think I have any more I have to go up after that. I feel like we should put some more purple on the outer V, because y'all see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you don't really see it. I feel like you see it right here, but I want you to see it, like, actually up in there, not just around there. So I'm going with that dark purple. Go back in. Spread on outer V. Have y'all watched Cults and Extreme Beliefs? It's this show on, with Hulu, Elizabeth Vargas is hosting it or whatever. And I'm watching the one about the children of God now. I have like never heard of this group or whatever, but apparently it's supposed to be like this cult where this old guy thought it was okay to marry and have sex with kids. And I was like, oh God, it's awful. And like he tried to like marry his granddaughter and have sex with her. And she was like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So then because she didn't agree with their beliefs, they sent her to like this camp where they thought she was possessed with demons, and the girl, her friend, was talking about how she was treated really unfairly. And I think they said the girl ended up committing suicide just because of all like the trauma she went through in life as a child from then on. Because her friend had to marry her granddad too, which is so gross. And it's like she's 13 years old and he's talking about they getting married, and then they end up like going in the room and getting it in. And I'm like, what is this? Like, where are your parents? Well, her parents joined the group when they were like 14 or something. They had her when they were like teenagers. And so she was the first like kid in this cult or whatever. And it's just a horrible story. I forgot how it ended. I know some people ended up getting out or something, but like, y'all, this show is like super interesting. I'm taking that color flip and just putting that in the inner corner because there aren't that many shimmers to choose from in this palette. So I figured we'd go with that one. And this is the shade color flip that looks like Sextrovert by Pat McGrath, and then that fake shade by what do you call it in the Juvia's Place palette, the Wahala 2. So that's what that shade looks like. But this is pretty much the finished eye look using the Natasha Denona Triochrome palette alongside the Natasha Denona Tropic palette. I am going to dust that shade that we talked about over the crease really quick. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna take the brush that we used to what do you call it? Just dust over everything and make sure everything was airbrushed. And I'm gonna take that shade and start airbrushing around the rest of this to make it look airbrushed as well. So yeah. So I just feel like they gave us a little extra nice airbrush look to this eye look. So this is the finished eye look. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. If anyone cares what's on my lips, this is Tracy from Oma Beauty. And then I added the crystal gloss from Maybelline on top. So yeah, that's the end of this eye look. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.